The natural order is one of chaos. Flee and fail, you temporary beings. Systems online, temporal recalibration complete. Weapons powering up. Hello and welcome to Dolphin's Dive with yours truly, Dolphin, here on the Handelabra Games channel. Sentinels believe in civil rights for everyone and in being as inclusive as possible, so any comments or activity actively working against that goal is not welcome and will not be tolerated. You can follow Handelabra Games on Twitch, Handelabra on Twitter and YouTube and Facebook. You can follow me personally at LewDolphin21 on Twitter or Twitch. It's just LewDolphin, no digits. Also YouTube as well. Hope you enjoy the show. How's that for an intro? I don't have this open at all. I just am winging it. Let me try to take a step back and digest all this information, because I realized last time I streamed that my outros are so much longer than my intros, which I feel like shouldn't exactly be the case. But you're watching Dolphin's Dive, the strategically minded weekly Sentinels of the Multiverse stream, especially so because everyone else is bad. No, I'm kidding. No, especially we do Ultimate games here, at least for the Summer of Ultimates, and even if summer ends, we will continue with the Summer of Ultimates until each villain has been defeated, and we're sitting here against Akash'Bhuta. And if you've not faced Akash'Bhuta before, she's all about interacting with the environment and doing things when the environment does things. On this side, she reacts to environment cards entering play or villain cards entering play. On the flip side, she reacts to villains and environments being destroyed, and she shuffles when the environment shuffles into the environment deck. The advanced rules for Akash'Bhuta on the front side: reduce damage dealt to villain targets by 1, so it's harder to hit her and her progenital limbs. What did I just call them? I don't think that's exactly primeval. That is terrible. I don't even think that's a word I just said. Primeval limbs. On the flip side, her advanced rule: at the end of the villain turn, Akash'Bhuta deals the 3 non-villain targets with the highest HP 3 melee damage each, so she is a bit more explosive on this side. And her challenge rule, the Eco Titan: Akash'Bhuta is immune to environment damage and villain damage, so the only way to damage her is with our own hands. So hello everyone. It's been 2 weeks since my last stream. There might have been a little bit of confusion about where exactly I was last week, considering that people asked me how was France. I did not go to France. I did not travel internationally. I stayed right here in the United States. I, in fact, visited a friend in Colorado, and that was an amazing friend and an amazing trip, and I enjoyed every minute of it, and I'm sad that I'm gone. In fact, I'm so sad that I'm going to have to announce that Dolphin's Dive has been canceled for the rest of the year. No, I'm kidding. I was in Colorado, and it was an amazing trip. Dolphin's Dive will continue for the foreseeable future. And we will be continuing with Ultimates here. We have a game here. Omnitron-X is started with an ablative coating, a bioengineering beam, a Gaussian coil blaster, and a technological advancement. Mr. Fixer! Oh, jeez Louise. 3 bloody knuckles! And a tire iron. Is that all of his? No, he has 1 more. Oh, jeez. I want a Mr. Fixer hand where he starts with 4 bloody knuckles. That would just be funny. Naturalist has a bestial shift, indomitable force, resilient hide, and deadly crocodile. And Unity is starting with an inspired repair, 2 raptor bots, and a robot reclamation. Yeah, you don't find that many dolphins in the Rockies. Well, I ended up going up there regardless. Alright, Akash'Bhuta doesn't actually have any setup. She just starts the game with a card play, which is destroying 4 hero ongoing cards, and that's it. Alright, we have our work cut out for us. What kinds of damage happens here? We have projectile from Living Rock Slide, we have melee from Arboreal Phalanges, we also have Psychic from Entomb. But it seems for the most part melee is the best, so I guess we're just gonna start with... I could play the ablative coating, or I could advance into it and draw a card. I think I'm just gonna play it as is. And I always want to reveal Unity. Whenever I'm playing Omnitron and Unity, I always want to reveal Unity's hand. I feel like I want to try to, like, keep things even across the board. But I will start with Unity this turn. Get a free bot. And we have Scrap Metal, which at least lets me play a card at the start of her turn, which can be a mechanical golem because it is outside of her play phase. And here we are. Time to work these knuckles down to a bloody pulp. I kind of want to play it, but I don't want a surprise shopping trip to ruin my day. I'm also not really too pleased with Tire Iron because I cannot do a point of damage to Akash'Bhuta right now. I could just put the Tire Iron out so that Unity could eat it and turn a Raptor bot into it. And then we could end her turn with 2 Raptor bots. Yeah, I'll do that. Mr. Fixer the nice guy. And we will try in vain to damage Akash'Bhuta. And we get a Jack Handle! One of the best cards. Alright, do I want to just be a crocodile? It's sitting right there, and it will give me a damage boost, which will negate the damage reduction. Or I could put a Resilient Hide out for whatever reason. Don't think we need to be defensive just yet. Let's be a crocodile. It's one of my favorite forms. All 3 of his forms are good. Deadly Crocodile's damage boost is usually great. Damage reduction can be great, especially when comboed with Resilient Hide. If I don't do this, then I would have to return a golem to hand or destroy Scrap Metal. And let's see, Inspired Repair versus Robot Reclamation. I kind of want to keep both of those for a rainy day. Both of them would enable me to draw a card. Inspired Repair allowed me to draw a card and play a card, but I think I'm just going to hold off on that. Because I don't entirely expect Raptor Bot to survive for long. Raptor Bots, plural. We get a Brainstorm, which is nice. A Rift in Time, revealing a Charging Triceratops, which plays a Mountainous Carapace, so extra damage reduction on Akash'Bhuta. And then Allies of the Earth. Ugh. Whenever an environment target enters play, Akash'Bhuta regains HP equal to that target, and we don't really have much leeway when it comes to HP. We kind of have to do the 200 points ourselves. We've done 6 points, so we're 3% of the way there, but we kind of have to keep it up. Alright, well, I could take out the Triceratops with Bioengineering Beam. Rift in Time also could destroy it. The interesting thing about Timing Cataclysm is that most of these cards have the clause at the start of the environment turn, destroy 1 environment card, and most is an inaccurate word there. But there are several that have that, like Mars Quake destroys 1, and Oppressive 1, or Oppressive Smog, well, doesn't have the automatic destruction, but Passing Tumbleweeds certainly, and Surprise Shopping Trip destroys itself, Fixed Point destroys itself, so a lot of these cards are very temporary and fleeting, which makes sense in an environment like this. Charging Triceratops, currently going after Raptor Bots. Yeah, so we don't have ongoing destruction, unfortunately. So that Allies of the Earth is probably not going to play too well to us, but we're gonna have to deal with that for now. I'm going to advance my technology, and I like to start off with an electro deployment unit, especially when I have a component in hand, because then I could play that one at the start of my turn, while also having some extra effects. Reveal the top card of a deck. We did Unity last time. I said I was going to spread the wealth. So Omnitron-X, Mr. Fixer, or the Naturalist. And we could go for ongoing destruction. But I think I'm going to just do Mr. Fixer and see if we can get a style that would work well with that jack handle. We get Pipe Wrench. Certainly put that in play. You love fixed point and you see 3 heroes able to abuse this card. Yes, that was the intent of these heroes. Fun fact. He's learning slowly. I don't know who's learning slowly. All right. With Pipe Wrench, Bloody Knuckles isn't as risky. Zach's learning EDU slowly. Oh, Electro Deployment Unit. Ah. I was thinking of some other game, but yeah, Electro Deployment Unit. Because like alright, so if you have a component in hand, you could play that component, or you could play the Electro Deployment Unit, which at the start of your turn allows you to play that component you have in hand, but also providing extra effects. Well, not an extra effect period, but I don't know, it combos really well with many things, and lets you get set up as Omnitron faster. So it's kind of like the one I always have to start off with. Like, it's my usual routine is plating, then Electro Deployment Unit, and then play by ear. So do I want to Bloody Knuckles? There's... that damage reduction in Akash'Bhuta is kind of bad. Especially because she'll be regaining HP. So I think I have to go after the Mountainous Carapace. Because I could do 3 to Mountainous Carapace, or I could do 2 to Akash'Bhuta, and she regains it back. Alright, Bestial Shift. This one usually involves power usages. We don't have too many unless I want to swap forms. Primal Charge. And this would deal 3 damage. Resilient Tide would be an ongoing card for some possible damage prevention. But let's see, 3 damage. I can't sniff at 3 damage. I can sniff at 3 damage. And I have these effects listed as optional because of prior games where it seemed like it was beneficial to have them off. But yeah. If we can do 1 more point of damage to that, which I don't think we can do with the Raptor bots, we could get the Charging Triceratops to target it. It could have been better to actually have Naturalist not target it. So actually, I think I'm going to go back and use my power differently because we want the Charging Triceratops to go after the Mountainous Carapace. So I'm going to do 1 point of damage to Akash'Bhuta. And now Raptor Bot 1 will do 3 points of damage. No, that's false. It's doing 2 points of damage. Ugh, math. Math is hard. Let's go back to play a card, and we'll Primal Charge. I think this will work better. And then we will use Deadly Crocodile and the 2 Raptors. Unless I somehow get another Golem out. I will Brainstorm. We did not get a Golem. And I cannot actually damage any of these things. And I have no Golems in hand. But now, Charging Triceratops will go after the Mountainous Carapace. And I want to leave it in play because I need to use its damage. There we go. Main computer room. Uh-oh. Also, she's regaining HP. Because, fun fact, this is a target. I don't think the order is going to matter. Ugh. I hate Primeval Eruption. It's a great card, but I hate it so much. I actually have a bitter memory of playing an advanced Akash'Bhuta. This was before Challenge was out. And she chained like 4 Primeval Eruptions into each other, and each one was extremely potent. Destroy all the equipment cards. So much for that Electro Deployment Unit. And main computer room is playing a card that is destroying these cards for us. So at least we don't have to deal with the main computer room. But another Mountainous Carapace comes out, and a fixed point comes out. Well, we have the fixed point. Bad news is we can't take advantage of it, and she played the equipment destruction before she played fixed point. Oh, jeez. Raptor Bot can't deal damage. Oh, and hey, Bloody Knuckles is indestructible too. Fun fact. Alrighty then. I do still want melee, not immunity, but resistance. And now we have down to Omnitron and Naturalist. So let's do Naturalist in case we get another form and can take advantage of fixed point. Nope, but we do have a nice ongoing. If there are more non-hero targets than hero targets, increased damage dealt by the Naturalist by 1. And we currently have 5 villain targets and 6 hero targets. So much for that. I could double Bloody Knuckles. That doesn't seem wise. I could Jack Handle though, which is probably wise. Considering I cannot even destroy my Bloody Knuckles. All right. I could search my deck for a form, and I could put it into play. And then I could use my base power, or not base power, but another power. So I'll Bestial Shift, and I will activate it. Unfortunately, Crocodile's at the very end of the list, so I can't double up on things. This is the first game of today. Yeah, we need to get rid of that Carapace again. We also need to find ongoing destruction. Search my deck, and the Gazelle's great, but I think I want the Rhinoceros. Because now I have a damage boost and a damage reduction. I could draw 2 cards, destroy a target with 3 or fewer, or deal damage, and I will deal damage. So unfortunately, Unity's Pace Power isn't compatible with Fixed Point because an equipment card has to be destroyed in order to put a mechanical golem into play. But if we got a construction pylon, that one says put 2 golems into play and then destroy this card. So that effect doesn't care about the destruction. But we don't have the construction pylon. I could try drawing for it, so let's try drawing for it. Supply crate. That isn't a construction pylon. I'll put supply crate up. If I can get Gazelle into play as well before Fixed Point is gone, Naturalist will be even sillier than Hunted Nudist. I assume you mean Hunted Naturalist. And, yeah, if I could have done, like, what's the Unity power card? Hasty Augmentation. I would be able to give it to Naturalist to get that out, but I didn't have it, so I couldn't do it. And I will try to destroy an equipment card, but all equipment cards in play are indestructible, so I couldn't do it. And I'll do this to Mountainous Carapace. I have a deck to make. The Hunted Nudist. Marsquake. Dealing each target 2 melee damage. Not taking out any limbs. But this will destroy 1 villain ongoing card, and it will destroy a hero ongoing card, which will probably be Bloody Knuckles, because I think that's probably wise. I mean, I could play another Bloody Knuckles for it to eat for sure. This is ultimate. There's the Entomb. Which is kind of bad because I don't really want to be entombed. Mr. Fixer cannot deal damage. Ugh. Oh, jeez. And now that Entomb makes me want to destroy that with Mars Quake. I could destroy Mars Quake with Bioengineering Beam. It's summer of Ultimates until fall of Ultimates. Hey, it's still summer. Summer doesn't end until September 20th or 21st. Gaussian Quill Blaster is not going to do me anything right now. I think adaptive plating subroutine, because the brambles are going after Omnitrons, so we can at least do things in retaliation. And now we look at Omnitron's deck, and we get technological advancement. What am I going to put into play? I guess the electro deployment units. Citizen Summer of Ultimates. Oh, hey. That's a thing. Alright, Mr. Fixer's sad because he has bloody knuckles, but can't use them because Marsquake is going to be used to destroy that ongoing card, I think. But that's fine. I will still attempt to do damage, but Ensnaring Brambles prevented Mr. Fixer from dealing damage. At the end of your turn, this card deals each target 3 psychic damage, then this card deals each villain target 6 psychic damage. Oh my gosh. Alright, well we do have the Rhino in play now, so I could put out the Resilient Tide for some HP recovery and possible damage prevention. And that combo is really about the Rhinoceros because basically anything that deals 2 or less damage gets prevented and would keep the Naturalist alive. And then we can deal 1 target 2 melee damage. It's a waste, but I could use this to take out the Carapace. Is this active right now? There are 5 non-hero targets and 4 hero targets. So Cornered Beast is active. There is a +1. So this is doing 4 melee damage at base. Or 3 damage to limbs and 2 damage to Akash'Bhuta. Alright, so I'm not actually worried about the Phalanges now, because they're targeting Omnitron and Omnitron has capabilities. Or I guess one of them's targeting Omnitron, but generally we'll have them targeting Omnitron so he could use his reactive plating subroutines. So Mountainous Carapace obviously needs to go. Ensnaring Brambles is going to stop either Mr. Fixer or a mechanical golem from dealing damage. And there's of course the damage reduction on Akash'Bhuta, which is why the Carapace usually needs to go. I'm just going to destroy it with Cornered Beast because I can. But it probably would have been, actually, yeah, it would have been better to target the Brambles if I'm going to target both things, because Platform Bot can easily get rid, or not, yeah, it can easily get rid of the Mountainous Carapace, so I do want to activate this. And I will destroy supply crates. Ooh, another Raptor bots. I don't want to destroy Jack Handle, and I don't want to destroy those, so I'm going to put out a Volatile Parts, and I'll destroy the Volatile Parts to put Platform Bot out, which will do more damage than Raptor Bot, has more HP, and has damage reduction. You've seen this before? I'm kind of tempted to let Entomb go off. No, the problem is if I let Entomb go off, that won't be reduced by a Blade of Coating. So we still have to deal with Allies of the Earth, but I mean, she's still close to max right now, so whatever. She's not taking damage because this is ultimate, and her challenge rule is she is immune to non-villain / hero damage. Surprise! Shopping trip! Which is going off for a brief moment before it stops. Because we got another disrupt the field. Oh, Brambles. And Typhoon. Which serves no purpose when played out of turn like that. I can deal damage! Oh my gosh! Platform bot cannot deal damage. And always target Omnitron unless something will get destroyed because he could do damage. Mr. Fixer with Bloody Knuckles will be taking out the Brambles there. But I do have another Brambles here. I'm going to target the Brambles. It's not generally a good strategy, but with Allies of the Earth, I kind of feel stuck right now. At the start of my turn, what will I do? Oh my gosh. How about I play an Innervation Ray? Then I can heal Omnitron. And really, I don't have to heal Naturalist, because Naturalist has his own healing and damage reductions. Alright. I don't want to destroy things yet. I don't want to put the oh, I guess she is going to. Oh, we have another. We have an oppressive smog coming out on the environment turn. Akash'Bhuta, if she plays a target, which is very likely, then she will shuffle the environment trash. At which point, I could possibly deal damage at the start of my turn with Gaussian Coil Blaster. So I'll put out the Gaussian Coil Blaster then. And let's look at the top card of a deck. I did each hero once. Who gets the next one? Let's just do Fixer. Riveting Crane. After Mr. Fixer damages a target, all damage dealt to that target is irreducible until the start of your next turn. Perfect. Do the villain. No, I'm not doing the villain. I mean, there can be strategic reasons for doing so, but I don't think there will be in this case. I could target the environment if I wanted it to shuffle earlier. That would be one possible reason to do so. But I'm going to play my last Bloody Knuckles and make damage dealt to all of those targets irreducible. Damage dealt to Akash'Bhuta is irreducible. Damage dealt to Arboreal Phalanges is irreducible. Damage dealt to Arboreal Phalanges is irreducible. Damage dealt to Ensnaring Brambles is irreducible. Damage dealt to... Oh, never mind. Doesn't matter. I do want to activate this. Oh yeah, I have ongoing destruction. Oh shoot, it's Gazelle destruction. If I put the Gazelle out, I could activate this. But if I put the Gazelle out, I lose Deadly Crocodile and Formidable Rhinoceros. So... oops. The only time Riveting Crane has been useful. Riveting Crane is awesome. I love Riveting Crane. Certainly it's a bit easier to use with Dark Watch Mr. Fixer because you can get past the damage reduction a little more easily, but... like Riveting Crane against like Apostate's relic thing. I don't remember what it's called. But it can help you with damaging it. Alright. No use for blend into the pack because there will be no environment targets in play. I could deal up to 3 targets, 2 melee damage each. And Cornered Beast is not active. Runes of Malediction is what it is. Yeah, because Corrupted Effigy brings the Runes of Malediction, and Runes of Malediction provides a damage reduction of 2. So if you damage it once with Riveting Crane, then the next damages will be irreducible, and you can get rid of it much more easily. Alright. Indomitable Force. So, reduce damage dealt to the Naturalist by 1 at the start of your turn. Destroy this card. Whenever damage would be dealt to a hero target, redirected to the Naturalist. So that, together with Formidable Rhinoceros and Resilient Hide, provides an immense amount of damage reduction and hero safety. We don't need that, though. Even though Akash'Bhuta is most likely to flip and will deal damage at the start of her turn, we're not at that point. So instead... I think I'm just going to put Predator's Eye out, and we'll just go ham on Akash'Bhuta, even though, well, Allies of the Earth isn't likely to play anything, or heal her right now. I will activate this. I will not draw a card. I will damage her. Yeah, especially since it's irreducible damage. It's like this is the time to do it. Even though she's likely to flip in any case. And then, yeah, construction pylon. And let's get out platform bot and raptor bot. I know that platform bot cannot currently deal damage, but that is fine because we could do 4 damage here, and then we could do 5 damage here. Oh my gosh, oppressive smog. That actually makes my equipment card not worthwhile. Okay, Living Rock Slide. This shuffles, and now we get... Oh. Right, because we were discarding. I thought we were going to play an environment card, but we weren't. Yeah, so target you. You retaliate. Actually, the Living Rock Slide's okay. He's taking out Raptor Bot, but Raptor Bot isn't going to be able to deal damage, so I can just target Akash'Bhuta. And the rest of that doesn't matter. And then, of course, Omnitron, because you retaliate for another 3 damage. Raptor Bot cannot deal damage, and then this. Oh, Bloody Knuckles. Right. Hi. Why do I keep playing Bloody Knuckles at bad times? That's fine. When you kill Omnitron but there are still drones in place so you don't win, you can't kill the components. What, the ongoing component cards that are in play? On Omnitron's side or Omnitron-X? You can't deal them 7 damage, so those components... Yeah, you can destroy them with ongoing destruction at least. Gaussian Coil Blaster's not going to do anything with Oppressive Smog. Sad face. Let's play Reset, though. And I'm not going to chain resets, because then I don't get resets back. Let's just do that. And this doesn't matter, because it's 0. This does matter. And I'm fine with the phalanges. My play phase. Oh, play reset. You get defensive blast. That's a good one. There is no damage reduction on the villain side, so I can deal 3 damage to everything. Yeah. In fact, it's 6 to Akash'Bhuta. This is like the time to play this. Alright, I will fast forward through this. Basically 3 damage to everything except Akash'Bhuta directly. Alright. Bloody Knuckles is gone. Oh no! Bloody Knuckles is gone! Alright. I could put out toolbox for Unity to get a platform bot with, or a champion bot rather. So I'll do that. Harmony, perfect. Now Riveting Crane right now certainly isn't too exciting, but I usually like driving Mantis, but I don't know. Toolbox for Unity is probably the best. And now the +1 is gone, but she's down to 163, so that's fine. Oh, ha! Can't regain HP. I could actually just Indomitable Force this round. If I wanted to. The previous round would have been a bit better for that, I guess. I mean, I could blend into the pack now. There's not really much purpose in doing so, though. I'll just Indomitable Force. In fact, Indomitable Force's redirection is optional, so I could still damage Omnitron-X. It says, like, it's the Rhino effect, and those effects are actually optional because it says on the card, you may activate Rhino effects. Damage something. 3 damage here, 3 damage there. Yeah, well, yeah, ongoing destruction is fine. Or ongoing fodder, yeah, is always a fine thing. When did the villain trash get shuffled back into the deck or environment? So because she discarded so many environment cards, like whenever a villain target enters play, the top card of the environment deck is discarded, and we got a lot of cards in play, partly because she played a Primeval Eruption. I think that got 3 limbs in play because she discarded 3 environment cards, which is part of why her mechanic works well, because she cycles the environment deck more than other villains. Do I really... This is like the best thing to hit, unfortunately, because the platform bots are going to do more damage. Fixed Point can come out again. I could have just brainstormed, I guess, and gotten rid of it that way. So I'm going to do that instead. Because I forgot I had a card play. But I'm not worried about the Living Rock Slide right now. Yes, the Gazelle. And that's his stuff. That's still in his deck. So yeah, if we get the Gazelle, or if we get Fixed Point, we will certainly get the Gazelle out, and then we will have the Naturalist with 3 forms. So Brainstorm gets me a Brainstorm. Whenever I draw the card that I just played, it's a sign that I played the right card. Well, there goes the Atlantean Throne Room. And then I will destroy Toolbox. And power up my platform bots. Ooh, Hasty Augmentation. That is a great card for Omnitron. Because, you know, Defensive Blast. But I can now do lots of damage here. Even though Allies of the Earth is still in play, we have her down to 151. Could use Overwatch to cycle Fixed Point over and over. Oh, Rook City Wraith. Maybe. At the start of the environment turn, a player may discard 1 card to destroy this card. I mean, it will stop her from, like, doing damage, I guess. Or regaining HP. It's 2 HP, though. It's affecting my ability to innervate the rays, so I think I'm not going to do that. Given that we do have a salvage yard, I'm more inclined to discard equipments because Mr. Fixer can get them back for us. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna ditch Unity's scrap metal. Oh, there's a target. She could have regained 6 fewer hit points, or sorry, she could have regained 2 fewer hit points and only regained 6 if I kept that card out. Oops. Oh well, let me play the world's smallest violin. I'm not gonna redirect, no, because I could damage Akash'Bhuta. This will all redirect to Naturalist, who tanks it. And then I will not redirect for this, because I could damage Akash'Bhuta with this. And then this doesn't matter at all, except I do have to hit yes repeatedly. But we did it! Survived another round. I don't have a card to play. Let's draw a card. Resets. And I can now do hit points. So let's just heal up platform bots so that they're healthy. And then give a hit point to Omnitron so we can be highest. And I can ping you. And let's see. Triceratops currently going after phalanges, so I don't have to worry about those at all. I don't think I want to target any of those, because I like the phalanges because they're letting Omnitron deal damage. So, but we will now reset. We're gonna slip through time. Hey, let's slip through time. It's a fun card. I don't want to destroy that card because that will play a card. So let's reveal the top card of a deck. I think we did Omnitron forever ago. No, we did Fixer a while ago. We were trying to get a style. So it's down to Omnitron, Naturalist, and Unity. So let's look at Unity. Brainstorm. You get a platform bot and a powered shockwave, which is nice because it only damages villain targets. I would like to play it, but I have to be careful that I don't... Oh, Living Rock Slide's now the lowest, or tied for lowest. And we can have the Triceratops target the Rock Slides, so I'm not going to deal damage here. Now I can play a card and use a power! Sure, we'll get Rocket Punch out. Oh shoot, Defensive Blast is great, except it's going to target all the things that I wanted to not target. So maybe I should have damaged things. I could just Rocket Punch. I'll Rocket Punch. It's going to do the same damage to Akash'Bhuta, really, so it doesn't matter. As fun as Defensive Blast is, it's only... Like, it is probably one of the best AoE effects, except for the fact that it deals 1 damage repeatedly, but 1 damage repeatedly is an outstanding effect when you have damage boosts, and a terrible effect when you have any damage reduction. So this card doesn't really work too well on Akash'Bhuta's front side, but it works great if there's any damage boost. 47 minutes in, we've hit the 75% threshold. Oh, I can't jack handle if I'm going after the rock slide. Ugh. Why? I could just charge. Well, because it's the same thing as previously. I mean, so if I get destroy all the limbs, but I get the last phalanges down to 3, then that's okay, because then Actually, no, it's fine. Actually, no, everything's fine because I'll get them down to 1, and the Triceratops will still take them out. So no, we're fine. Everything's fine. False alarm. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. All right. Dual crowbars. Yes. And now is a good time to play Blend into the Pack because there is an environment target that will most likely stay in play. Feral Fury. And by the way, hasty augmentation is an outstanding way to provide a damage increase to whatchamacallit, the doohickey thing, defensive blast. Because now I can deal 3 instances of 3 damage to all non-hero targets, wiping the board. It's a little too early for Power Shockwave. I could do 4 damage increased by 1, which is 5, but again, I mean, I could do that and take out the phalanges, but that's fine. I wanted to get more bots out. Do I have an equipment card to eat? I could just eat the jack handle, because I'm probably going to swap it out for the dual crowbars soon enough. So I don't need to use modular workbench. Brainstorm could give me more cards and more options, but since I think all of my Raptor bots are destroyed now, I think I will put out modular workbench. And I mean, I could robot reclaim to get Raptor bot back, I guess. But I'll put out modular workbench. I mean, she could destroy equipment still, right? Yeah, she has rejuvenating entropy. We do have a number of equipments, but we would like to keep as many of Omnitrons in play as possible. So it might be fine to just use modular workbench to maximize Omnitron's safety. I like all of these cards though, but I think we can manage. We'll ditch. I think I'm gonna ditch Inspired Repairs. Of all the cards that are cyclic, this one's like, I don't really like playing this one unless I have a need to regain HP, and then I just don't bother. So I don't know, I'm just weird. Flash Forge. Now behold the power of 12 energy damage. And I can take out the Rock Slide. Casting Tumbleweed would have entered play. Instead, we get the giant mutated specimen. I guess that's sort of bites, but none of the heroes will take this damage, nor will Akash'Bhuta. So that giant mutated specimen is kind of bad at his job. Oh hey, rejuvenating entropy. Speak of the devil. Alright, Jack Handle can go. Because we said we were going to get rid of it. Modular Workbench can go. Rocket Punch is safe to destroy. And I want to keep the melee things because, I mean, Omnitron will be dealt damage. So, Innervation Ray or Gaussian Coil Blaster. Given that I can't really replace either one, I think we could deal without the HP. My copy of Oblivion actually has been shipped. Or is shipping, I guess, present tense. Present perfect tense, or whatever. The estimated arrival is the 29th, which is next Wednesday, I think. So, by next Wednesday, I will have Oblivion. Damage you. And then damage you. I've gotten so much mileage out of that. I keep forgetting names of cards. I'm getting so much mileage out of reactive plating subroutine. I love it. I don't want to play these cards, so I will draw a card. We get Election Deployment Unit. The third. Yeah, so now Triceratops is targeting platform bots. So we need to deal 9 points of damage to something else. So I do want to target things. So I will target things. And one of these days we will destroy allies of the Earth. One of these days. Imagine if Akash'Bhuta's challenge role was ongoing cards are indestructible. How bad would that be? She starts the game off with Entomb, and you're permanently being dealt 4 psychic damage to all non-villain targets. H is doubled in this game. Oh no! Living Rock Slides dealing like 2H minus 2 damage. Component cards don't get destroyed unless 7 or more damage is dealt one at a time. Oh wait, that won't do anything here. Lecture Deployment for surezies. And then I think doing 3 damage to everyone. It will hit the giant mutated specimen though. And she doesn't discriminate, oddly, against heroes and environments. So if the Living Rock Slide comes out, it will take out the giant mutated specimen. What do I want to do there then? I could just do it, whatever. Actually, it will hit the charging Triceratops because damage dealt to it is irreducible, but that's okay. Well, presumably villain ongoing guards would be indestructible in that scenario, but yeah. Alright, now the dual crowbars. And we have harmony, so this is going to be increased by 2. Normally I would love to hit Akash'Bhuta with it, but I think if I do this one, if I do Akash'Bhuta first, then I could damage the phalanges and put it down to 3, and we're perfect. We got Overdrive! So I think the next 2 plays for Fixer are Overdrive and then Salvage Yard to maximize its effects. But now we're in a pretty good spot. I could hyperactive senses. I can't fully manipulate it. I could look at Akash'Bhuta and the environment and try to avoid one or the other from doing something. Bearing in mind that the environment's going to destroy the arboreal phalanges, which will cause Akash'Bhuta to discard the top card. So let's try to fix it. Entomb and Snaring Brambles, Tendrils of Madness, and Crushing Hallway. Crushing Hallway is at least easy to get rid of. Tendrils of Madness will hit Akash'Bhuta, increasing her damage, and will let her regain 7 HP. So we'll put Tendrils of Madness on top because then Akash'Bhuta will discard it first. And then we shouldn't see anything get destroyed. This is going to stop Platform Bot from dealing damage, however. Right? This selects a hero target. That one doesn't discriminate against heroes or environments, but the others do. Oh, vey. Oy vey. Because we still lack ongoing destruction. Unity, actually with Flash Forge we can get ongoing destruction easily, so let's put Entomb on top. And then let's damage Akash'Bhuta. Alright, it's happening. Flash Forge, discard everything. These are all great cards, but I want B-Bots and I want construction pylons. Actually, I think I'm gonna put a stealth bot in hand. Because next round I play construction pylon, put 2 bots in play. The round after that, Fixer will play salvage yard and I'll have a construction pylon for my trash back in my hand. So that will serve well. Do I want to get a golem into my hand? We don't need to, actually, because there's nothing that's damaging things across the board. I could put a B-bot in play just to have more things, but I have to destroy an equipment card, and I don't want to destroy an equipment card, so no. This would kind of be a nice time to have Raptor Bot, but I discarded the card that would have let me get Raptor Bot back because I'm a fool. Oh no! Tendrils of Madness got discarded! Whatever shall we do? Crushing Hallway, discard. Oh, a player has to discard their hand to destroy this card. Or, instead of discarding a hand, we could just bioengineering beam it away. So, I'm not going to do that then. Entomb! Oh no! Whatever shall we do? Pow. This has been the best reactive plating subroutine of all time. Alright. Play a card. Reset. Temporal shielding is not what I wanted. Gonna skip. And then we still have to do... You have to get another one of these down to 3. Actually... If I put B-Bot in play, that doesn't actually change anything. If I put 2 B-Bots in play, it will change everything. I will draw a card. Bioengineering Beam, the second. I'll put that one into play, and then I'll use the first one, because I'm weird. Alright, we have to get one down to 3 or fewer. I think Fixer could do that. Actually, if he overdrives, he can certainly do that. Yeah, actually. Yeah, Fixer will easily do it. The team is literally carried by reactive plating subroutine. Alright, overdrive. And then damage all the things. Now, Fixer did 10 damage to Akash'Bhuta this round. Overdrive the second. Yes. And I think this is the round to go ham. We're going ham. I went ham in the past. I will continue to go ham. Going ham is hammy. But we should maybe... I mean, maybe I'm getting a little optimistic here, but maybe we can deal with Akash'Bhuta this round. I mean, if I actually use... Oh, geez, that's... No, that's not wise. Oh, I don't even have it anymore. I was going to use Hasty Augmentation on Omnitron, but that would wipe the board. She will play extra cards, and... Yeah. So instead I will Construction Pylon. And then I will put a B-Bot and a Stealth Bot in play. Make a Flash Forge. And now we're getting 15 damage from Unity. And I don't need to hit the B-bot because Entomb will hit B-bot. So I'll do this instead. And we discard Filter Spy. We get surprise shopping trip! Oh boy. Actually, Stealth Bot makes this perfect because now I don't have to worry about it at all. But now every single time a card enters play, we have to hold the fast forward button. I don't want to hit any of those things, period. I will just hit B-bot and end it. Damage Akash'Bhuta. Take out Entomb. Ensnaring Brambles. There's no reason to order this one. But Stealthbot loves surprise shopping trips. She got to get all of her spite fashion on. This is perfect because I can do 3 damage to Akash'Bhuta. But that's fine. Naturalist is okay with that. Oh no, one of my platform bots cannot deal damage. Alright, I have a focused plasma cannon now, but let me draw a card. Technological advancement. And then damage. Do not take out the giant mutated specimen. But do hit the limbs, I guess, because we do need to worry about those. Play. I think I'm gonna just advance instead. Is this gonna do the same thing? I guess I don't really have to worry about targeting the other limbs because they're most likely going to be destroyed by surprise shopping trip. Oh. Well. Living Rex Light comes out. And then I could put a card into play this way, and I think we'll just... I could play the Focus Plasma Cannon that was also in my hand. And hey, we're doing a round of this again! Yay! It's funny because, like, most things have a damage reduction in this game. So Stealth Bot's not actually doing that much. Hey! Disruptive Flechettes! Beautiful. I could finally destroy allies of the Earth. But what I'm currently thinking about is self-sabotage. Because we have 4 components in play, deal 1 target 8 energy damage, increased by 1 to Akash'Bhuta, should be down to 49. Is it possible that we can do 49 damage across Mr. Fixer's and Naturalist's and Unity's turns? I'm not actually too sure about that one, because we don't really have that many nukes. So maybe I'll just hold off. And instead, I can Disruptive Flechettes and destroy allies of the Earth, finally. But first, a message from these sponsors. Yay! Typhoon was discarded. And really, like, there's no reason not to Defensive Blast now. Because this will do 6 damage to Akash'Bhuta. So then we discard. Rift in Time. Is Fixed Point still in the deck, actually? Or did it get discarded super early? Still in the deck. Still a possibility for Fixed Point. Yeah, so then Salvage Yard. Round of this. Rift in time. Oh man, there's a 1 in 2 chance of fixed point shenanigans. I do want to play Overdrive. Now, Surprise Shopping Trip is a nuisance because it's not doing anything. Now, I don't actually want to take out the charging Triceratops, but if I hit it, oh man, actually, because of my riveting crane, this is annoying. I was originally thinking I want to hit Omnitron so that his reactive plating goes off. Actually, that's fine because I could redirect it to Stealth Bot afterwards. Because if I hit Omnitron, then damage dealt to Omnitron is irreducible. But it's not too problematic because we can redirect to Stealth Bot. So I'm actually going to do that. This is a bit silly, but this will do 3 extra points to Akash'Bhuta. We're maximizing as many damage instances as possible. And then I think I'm safe to hit Omnitron again. Because he'll have been dealt only 4 damage this turn. And then he can do that again. So maybe I should have destroyed my components. Maybe I do have enough damage in me. Yes. Let's go ahead and Feral Fury. We don't have any more damage reduction or damage increases, but we're wrapping things up here. And if Akash'Bhuta finishes Unity's turn with 9 or fewer hit points, then I clearly should have destroyed my components. So let's see. I have the construction pylon, except I only have 1 golem in hand, which is tragic. And it's a B-bot. Which is nothing to sniff at, but... hit Omnitron in general. I don't think the instances of damage I did would have been beneficial hitting Omnitron that time. Volatile Parts hits the non-hero target with the lowest, which is charging Triceratops. Hasty augmentation on Fixer to hit Omnitron. Man, what do I want to do here? Because I could supply crate to try to get something a little more useful than B-Bot. I could Flash Forge. There's actually not too many things left that are useful in my deck. I could get a Cryobot, and then Surprise Shopping Trip hits Cryobot and hits Akash'Bhuta, but that's only like 2 damage. Charging Triceratops is currently targeting Platform Bot, and there's nothing I can do about that. I could Modular Workbench to put a B-Bot out, but that seems a bit... I don't know. Put a supply crate out to draw a card, and then destroy it to put B-Bot out. She has 4 cards left. Entomb, 2 Limbs, and a Primeval Eruption. And we have Fixed Point in Marsquake, which is going to deal each target 2 melee damage. Which, hey, if that hits Omnitron... Actually, we could destroy Marsquake with B-Bot, so I do want to get B-Bot out then. We'll put Modular Workbench out. Alright, we're doing it. If dual crowbars and the staff are in play at the same time with Fixed Point, Does that mean Mr. Fixer does an infinite number of damage to enemies? If you're talking about Jack Handle, he actually deals 2 instances of damage to all non-hero targets. He deals 1 round of damage through Jack Handle, and then dual crowbars activates, and he does a 2nd round of damage to all non-hero targets. So it's not quite the infinite loop that you expect. No. Did I say yes previously? That was wrong. Here, let me go back. How about this? Let's play Modular Workbench, and let's hit Omnitron as many times as we can. It's only 2 damage now, but... And maybe that's why someone said I should let Omnitron take the damage. I didn't actually pay attention to that. So actually... let's fix that. So Feral Fury, hit Omnitron, no, and then Omnitron, or Akash'Bhuta hits Omnitron hits Akash'Bhuta. I tried fixing it in 2 different ways, which are incompatible with each other. And then I can Feral Fury, and then I can Feral Fury, and then I can Deadly Crocodile. So none of these will give me extra card plays, so we'll put out Modular Workbench, hit Omnitron, do not redirect. We're getting so much fun with reactive plating Subroutine in ways that you probably did not expect. And then we will discard a card, like Scrap Metal, put B-Bot in play. Oh, hey, look, surprise shopping trip. No, because then I could do this. And then the rest, except for maybe B-Bot. Do I want to do this one? There's nothing really left, right? There's Marsquake. Oh, we were going to use that to destroy Marsquake if it came out, I guess. Yeah. Hey, look! Hasty Augmentation! If only I had that a moment ago. And she's down to 10. So it's still kind of ambiguous whether we could have done it by destroying components. Yeah. Fixed point! Dun dun dun! Entomb. Dun dun dun! Oh no, I can't hit Omnitron with this. I could redirect all of these to Stealth Bot just to save the hit points, but we have components to play. And the game's over, by the way. So I have a bad habit of drawing games out longer than they should when it's won, so instead I'm going to end this fast. And by that I mean I'm going to play Temporal Shielding. Oh no! All my things are all indestructible. And then I will Defensive Blast. Oh look, now I'm doing 7 instances of 1 damage. What? She's at 0 hit points. How am I still alive? Alright. Let's see here. I think Jackhandle. So now you can see what dual crowbars and Jackhandle does when put together. Jackhandle hits all non-hero targets. And then dual crowbars goes off, which makes another round of damage to all non-hero targets. So, there we go. They got multiple tools. Alright, now for Naturalist to do fixed point shenanigans. Yes. And I don't think this matters. Cornered Beast. I will search my deck for a form. Oh no, all my forms are indestructible. Now I have all 3 forms in play. Alright, I don't have any golems in hand. This is a tragedy. Because I want to like play a construction pylon and use it, but I can't. Well, I can still. Here, I'll play it, and then I will use its power. I have no cards in my hand. A construction pylon is indestructible. What? Alright, actually, before I do that, I'm going to go back and use Hasty Augmentation, because that's certainly the better play. But I just wanted to show off what would happen there. Because I can discard a plating card and deal 7 instances of 3 damage. Is this overkill? This game's too easy. Akash'Bhuta is just a pushover, really. And this charging Triceratops, it's super dead now. -12, -15, -18, -21. Well, now it's legal, so. Yeah, I don't have my construction pylon anymore. Summer of overkilling ultimates, yes. All right, it's over. It's almost over. -43? Man, that was ridiculous. Oh, hey. I could do even more damage. Because B-Bot is no longer indestructible. Oh, that's funny, because I dealt it damage when it was below 0. It just destroyed it. Oh, well. Naturalist has been crossed off the list. Akash'Bhuta has been crossed off. So we are done with Akash'Bhuta for the Summer of Ultimates. But that means that we still have many more villains to do. Alright, so. Look at these votes. Rubber Rats, Seamus Butler, Darren 2500, Angroid, Tenebris Overlord, JZC. If anyone else wants to join, you can certainly do so once we've started, which is now Rubber Rats, Classic or Team. I don't like the responsibility. Oh, Thurandos. You have a Kappa here. Sonvar's kind of here. I'm putting you on the list, Sonvar. I'm not putting Thurandos because he said he doesn't want to. Kappa or not. Otaku Dash is still super green at the help. You would probably not, or super green at the game. You would probably not help. Doesn't matter. We're playing team, so that means I need to give you the list of team villains that we have yet to face. I will copy and paste this down so you don't have to worry about it. But we still have Ambuscade, Baron Blade, Biomancer, Bugbear, Citizen's Hammer and Anvil, Friction, La Capitan, because this is not actually in the same order. Also, look at these amazing foil cards, by the way. The team foil cards are actually very new. I mean, all foil villain cards are new, but the team foils are particularly new because this is art that hasn't been seen yet, whereas the solo ones are actually just their oversized character cards, but the team ones are brand new. Anyway, where was I? I was at La Capitan. We also have Misinformation, Plague Rat, and Proletariat. Those are the last remaining ones, because we've only done 5 of them, I believe. The whole point of viewer's choice is not helping. Oh, man. Did anyone else pop in and say they want to do things? I don't think so. Alright, so next is Seamus. 3, 4, 5 hero villains. Darren 2500, choose villain number 1. There's a list. Hank Royd. We're doing 4, so Hank Royd, choose hero number 1. Brass Overlord, choose villain number 2. Here's a list. I'm just gonna spam it repeatedly. JZC, choose hero number 2. Sanvar, choose villain number 3. Here's a list. And then we'll wrap around. Rubber Rats, choose hero number 3. Seamus Butler, choose villain number 4. Here's a list. This is going to be fun to go back and read when I get done with this. Right, Seamus. Darren, choose hero number 4. And Hank Royd, choose the environment. So now let's go back and see what these choices were made. 4 things. Darren 2500 was villain number 1. Villain number 1 is Baron Blade. Hero number 1 is Freedom 5 Legacy. Tenebris Overlord was... Oh, villain number 2 is Friction. Villain number 3... Oh, Baron Blade was already chosen. Sanvar. Villain number 4, Hammer and Anvil. Rubber Rats was hero number 3. Was Scholar of the Infinite. JZC. Hero number 2. Visionary Unleashed. Environment is Celestial Tribunal. Hero number 4 is Base Stuntman. So Sanvar, who's a new villain. Bugbear. Alright. So let me make sure I got that right. Villain 1 was... Who did that? Darren 2500. Darren 2500 said Mr. Blade. Villain number 2 was Tenebris Overlord. Tenebris Overlord said Friction. Villain number 3 was Sanvar. Sanvar just said Bugbear. Villain number 4 was Hammer and Anvil. Hero 1, Heroic Legacy. Heroic Legacy? Is that a thing? That was Hero 1. Hero 2 was JZC. JZC said Visionary Unleashed. Hero number 3 was Rubber Rats. Rubber Rats said Scholar of the Infinite, and then Stuntman. Alright, and let's make sure these are all the proper rules. Ultimate for those that have ultimate rules, and advanced for those that don't. We're playing Baron Blade, Friction, Bugbear, and Citizen's Hammer and Anvil versus Freedom 5 Legacy, Visionary Unleashed, Scholar of the Infinite, and Stuntman in the Celestial Tribunal. My formula has provided me with a body that can equal even your might, but your pitiful mind is hardly the equal of mine. With a Russian accent. Your formulas and obsessions will be your undoing, Ivan. Step back from the precipice before it is too late. I hope that when Sanvar asked his questions, I haven't listened to it because I haven't listened to the Blows page in like months, but I'm hoping that all of his questions start with ahoy hoy, Christopher and Adam. I have a question about the Scholar. I have a question about the Visionary. I have a question about Baron. Or however his questions are phrased. All I remember is the hoy hoy. Alright, Freedom 5 Legacy is starting with a bolster allies, 2 fortitudes, and a lead from the front. Visionary Unleashed has Cerebral Hemorrhage, Mental Divergence, Precognition, Rest of the Mind. Scholar of the Infinite has Don't Dismiss Anything, Flesh to Iron, Solid to Liquid, and Transmuted Recovery. And Stuntman has Coup Vexant. Here we go with my terrible pronunciations. No Time to Bleed, Steal the Scene, and Training Montage. I guess that's the only French word in that. Alright, Baron Blade. His advanced rule, reduce damage dealt to device cards by 2, so good luck trying to get rid of them. His challenge rule, Baron Blade is immune to villain damage, so we can't rely on him to take himself out. Or if you're playing with Plague Rat, he could not have Plague Rat deal himself. I will have to listen to this once later. No, alright, I will try to do that. Friction, her advanced rule, reduce damage dealt to friction by 1. Her challenge rule, the Shock Dampener's card is indestructible, so again, she cannot take herself out. We will have to manually take these villains out. Bugbear, his advanced rule, Blood Scent is indestructible, so at no point can we remove Blood Scent by ongoing destruction. It will continuously deal things damage at the start of his turn. Citizen Hammer's advanced rule, increased damage dealt by Citizen Hammer by 1, so he's doing extra damage, and Citizen Anvil's challenge rule, reduce damage dealt to Citizen Anvil and Citizen Hammer by 1. So there's a lot of damage reductions going on here. Let's see what happens. We have Genetically Fused Physique. We have Displacing Teleporter, so whenever Baron Blade deals damage to a hero character card, they must discard a card. Friction is immune to lightning damage, and play the top card of Friction's deck. Blood Scent, which just goes into play. And Wildfire, he deals each non-villain target 1 damage or something, or another. Vengeful Assault, increased damage dealt by villain targets by 1. It's the start of Baron Blade's turn. Oh boy. Off to a great start. We'll hit Visionary. She's like the weakest, so clearly we have to hit her. Precognition is normally a great card. In fact, I love this card so much, but in team mode, it's kind of not as useful. Sad to say. And Rest the Mind, I don't think there's too many things dealing damage, so we'll just discard Rest the Mind. Occasionally, others have used it to start what they feel are long letters. I remember, like, I think it was like some sort of Animalverse version of Sanvar who started with a Koi Koi. Christopher and Adam. That was funny. Fortitude and lead from the front is tempting. The problem is, this is dealing 1 fire damage across the board, increased by 1, so I can't just negate that damage. Maybe, though, it would be fine. But, I mean, like, oh, but the other problem is there's an inherent +1 right now, so... Ugh. It's called a Power Hound, of course. Oh, man. Who wants a card play that would be useful, is the thing. I think I'm just going to do Fortitude and lead from the front. It's not going to be 100% useful right now, but... Increased damage dealt by the villain target with the highest HP by 1. Yes, why not? And there's the hippo. We'll hit Scholar. Scholar loves taking damage. I should have hit Scholar the first time, in all honesty. I can destroy an ongoing card. And there is certainly one ongoing card that is worth getting rid of, and that is Genetically Fused Physique. Yeah, the theories were all over who the 10th Scion was. My favorite one was that the 10th Scion was literally named Redacted. Like, his actual name is Redacted. Alright, I'm gonna not dismiss anything. I want random card plays. And order probably matters. I want to start with Legacy. We get Motivational Charge. I really don't know if the others will matter. Prophetic Vision, so I can control the environment. Paragon of Sentience, not Sentence. Put next to a hero character card. Celestial Chamber, which will play an extra card. And Tribunal AI, which at the start of the environment turn will reveal cards until a trial is revealed. So, Paragon of Sentience is the only one that's not going to provide extra card plays. The main concern, though, is that if we get a Tribunal AI that targets heroes next to a trial, that's not as good. But we'll do that. We'll worry about that. Expect the worst. And no time to bleed. Look at this. I'm dealing myself 0 damage to deal something probably 0 damage. I get to Baron Blade. Oh, Feral Brown. I would like to hit Bugbear, but with Feral Brawn I can't. Well, I could, but it's reduced. I guess I'll just hit Baron Blade. Citizen's Imperative, which does nothing. Who's considered to have the second highest HP? The Scholar! And then this hits everything. I'm not going to redirect that. Oh, that was the Nemesis. I forgot. Visionary is, in fact, Hammer and Anvil's Nemesis. They are also nemesis of each other, but I believe they're immune to each other's damage, so you can't actually take advantage of that. Tragically. Is that true? Did I just lie to you? Citizen Hammer is immune to damage dealt by Citizen Anvil. Citizen Anvil is immune to damage. Yep, alright. I could Coup Fixon to redirect Bugbear's next damage to Stuntman. I could put Steal the Scene out. And I could use that to use my power out of turn because it is irreducible damage. So it would get past Bugbear's damage reduction. So I'm going to do that. And then that will deal damage to something. This is irreducible. Bugbear is my first priority, but I mean, we'll have to mental diverge this thing away, provided that that is still in play when we get there. Yeah. Yeah. Bugbear has to be gone first. Oh my gosh, it's Paragon of Sentience. I could probably just use Legacy's power to move it to the bottom of the environment deck, which bypasses this whole destruction clause. Vengeful Assault number 2. This is cheating. I have to discard a card for this. And then Visionary will have to discard a card for this. Well, Brain Burn's not going to work in this game. I mean, they can, but I don't think there's actually a reason to worry about a trash. Do I want to steal the scene? Yes. Actually, no. Let's wait until after I've destroyed the thing. So no. Let's bolster allies. And then figure out what to do next. Back Fist Strike, Prophetic Vision, Flesh to Iron, Lembuscad. I could just Motivational Charge. Because HPs. And this will do Nemesis damage to Baron Blade. Because I don't know that there's a card play I would want to do. I don't know that I want... Like, Paragon of Sentience isn't doing anything right now, and when it does become a threat, I can move it. Unhealthy Speed, of course, why not? As many times as you can do increased damage, you should. I'm going to redirect from Visionary because she's more hurty. Scholar's fine. And then this doesn't do anything. And then this doesn't do anything. And then this does a thing. I shouldn't have redirected from Ambuscade. Destroy X hero ongoing cards. Expect the worst is fine. It's gonna go away anyway. I could destroy Steal the Scene now. It's not ideal, but it does do things when it's destroyed. I can just do this on Baron Blade, and then the irreducible damage hit on Bugbear. He's probably going to regain it back anyway, so this is a moot point. Scholar can take that. Alright. Well, Cerebral Hemorrhage. I don't really like hitting other things than the main cards. Because... why should I waste my time getting rid of mini targets when I can take out the main villain and get rid of Feral Brawn now? Bugbear deals the target next to this card 3 melee damage unless one player discards 2 cards, and that will regain a significant amount of HP. So we'll discard some things. We'll discard that one. Destroy one of Bugbear's ongoing cards. If I had known you were going to play that, I wouldn't have destroyed your ongoing card. And as I knew, he was going to regain it back. I think Heroic Interception is kind of required to make sure that we can stop Bugbear from regaining too many hit points. So I'm going to have to use that next turn. Cover Fire. Reduce damage dealt to Citizen Hammer by 1. Citizen Hammer. The first time Citizen Anvil is dealt damage each turn, Citizen Hammer deals the source of that damage 2 fire damage. So now they both have damage reduction, and they have an innate damage reduction, so they both have a -2 right now. Scholar can take that, of course. Stuntman can take that. Yeah, Coop Vexant. We need to get Bugbear out. Anytime Bugbear has a damage increase, which happens whenever a character card is incapacitated, bad things happen. Jeez. Representative of Earth. Bad things can happen here. We do not have... So this is just representative of Earth, which is putting it into play. There isn't the character witness. Nope, that's not the one either. Call to Judgment. We don't have Call to Judgment. Call to Judgment is the card that puts Representative of Earth into play and also lets a hero use the power on this card. But Representative of Earth simply puts it into play, which makes things a little dangerous because it will be in play and will be affected by anything that targets hero targets. So we won't have the ability to use this power just yet. But we could try to put something out there that might have a useful power. We probably don't want to put something out there that has a nemesis bonus. Particularly, we don't want a nemesis against Bugbear, which is, well, I have no idea which nemesis this is because there's no icon there because it's not in the game. But yeah, I am playing Freedom 5 Legacy, so I can move this out. But it is important to distinguish that because I was having a debate with someone in the realm of Discord, and they claimed that you can always put Freedom 5 Legacy out to destroy Representative of the Earth, but it's not Representative of Earth that in fact uses a power. So, like whenever I play with Stuntman in Celestial Tribunal, I always like pulling out Termination Bunker because you can destroy one of your ongoing or equipment cards. Say I choose to destroy No Time to Bleed, I can draw a card and use a power. Once that effect is done, I could then follow up with draw a card, play a card, and use a power. So we could use a multitude of powers and card plays and stuff with Termination Bunker. I don't know if that's necessarily the best thing to use. We could, if someone had a damage boost, we could put out Tempest. Tempest is usually great in Vengeance games because it deals each non-hero target 1 projectile damage, which means you don't have to differentiate between which target you want to hit, you'll just hit them all. We don't have a damage boost because we do not have Inspiring Presence. We do not have Legacy's damage increase, which is Surge of Strength, but Legacy would love that later on. Could put out Adamant Idealist to reduce damage dealt by a target by 1, if relevant. Could put out Santa Guys and put presents face down. But what would be the best here? There probably isn't a best, which is fine because they're... Oh, Setting Sun Ra is also a good one. Deals each non-hero target and himself 2 irreducible fire damage, destroy 1 of your ongoing cards, remove the top 2 cards of your deck, and trash from the game. Unfortunately, we cannot use this effect right now. Unless we had a Scholar card that would grant a power. But that would be a great one. As it is, since we cannot use its power, I think I'm just going to opt for Tempest, I guess. I don't know. And someday we will hope to use a power. Russian Darts. Targets dealt damage this way cannot deal damage until the start of Baron Blade's turn. Ugh. Well, Legacy certainly cannot deal damage. That is a fixed fact. And furthermore, he has to discard a card, which is tragic. But he can at least play Heroic Interception and not deal himself the damage. But I can save Stuntman from being able to deal damage because Legacy can just super take it. Tempest can take this damage. Tempest doesn't actually have a dex, so he cannot discard cards. But now I can safely Heroic Interception. Everyone's safe from damage! Yay! Except for Legacy. Now, I could just play a card. We don't have that many cards, though, unfortunately. I could Violent Escalation and Stuntman would not be dealt damage. Training montage isn't too exciting when he cannot deal damage or deal himself damage. Lambiscade could be used to deal one target 5 melee damage, which is probably a Bugbear. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna have Ambuscade. Ugh, I keep saying Ambuscade. I'm gonna have Stuntman play Violent Escalation because right now it's free. And then damage reduction, damage reduction, damage reduction, damage reduction, damage reduction, damage reduction, because those are also devices. They also have a -2. So Hammer and Shield, Revenant, or the Hippo. Well, the Hippo's not doing anything right now. Revenant is not likely to do anything. Hammer and Shield, if I can get rid of it, it loses a damage reduction. Rambuscade, yeah, exactly. Hammer and Shield will deal damage this way. Oh, you can't deal damage, what? And there's Inspiring Presence. Ah, this does hit Legacy. And it's Highbrow. So what does Highbrow do again? The first time a hero card enters play each turn, this card deals the hero target with the highest HP 1 energy damage. They are currently immune to damage, so that is fine. That was the only card I could play. We have another Paragon of Sentience. We have a Celestial Executioner. Unfortunately, the Celestial Executioner will hit Tempest because Tempest is next to a trial. We also have Found Wanting, which can go next to a villain. So we'll put Found Wanting on top. And we'll put the Executioner on the bottom if possible. There are no ongoing cards to destroy other than hero ongoing, so I'm just going to deal damage with Visionary with Crushing Lucidity. This is next to Stuntman, so I don't need to discard because he's immune to damage. Wounding Slash, non-villain with the highest is Stuntman, who is immune. If that target is a hero character card, that hero's player discards 1 card, so I guess by Training Montage. I'm kind of ditching cards that can let me draw cards, which is not really a wise plan, but... Alright, I don't need to put Flesh to Iron out right now. I mean, I could keep moving into a Flesh to Iron. I could also keep moving into Mortal Form to Energy. And then when Legacy uses Motivational Charge or Inspiring Presence, he could do damage. So we'll do that. Keep moving into Mortal Form. And then I could also Transmutive Recovery, because this will also act. Make it solid to liquid and Grace Under Fire. Hello! How many non-hero targets are there? 12? Beautiful. Hero with the highest. And then each non-villain target, Legacy will take a damage. But we're mostly not taking damage, so that was a great heroic interception. We now just need more cards. Oh boy, Pistolet Mutralure. Oh my gosh, it's Found Wanting! I'm gonna put this on Baron Blade. He's only immune to villain damage, so we'll put that on Baron Blade. Do I want to destroy Lambuscade? When this card is destroyed, either Stuntman deals 1 target 5 melee damage or he may use a power. No, I'm not going to destroy that. Omniblade. No. Immune, immune, immune. Alright, now we're gonna have damage boosts. But first, 1 damage, which goes to Legacy, so that's okay. And then hit points. And Scholar can do that. Do I need to get rid of Tempest? I probably do. I'm just worried about all the effects that are going off in between Legacy's next turn, so for safety, we will move an environment card in play to the bottom of the environment deck. Bye, Tempest. See, that would have hit Tempest. And because Friction's the highest HP, this is a +1. Unless I destroy this and damage Friction with it. In which case, she's not the highest. And everything redirects to Legacy. Speedy Sidestep, which we're not doing that much damage. I mean, I guess it just literally did 5 damage right now. But deals each villain target 2 lightning. And then play the top card of each villain deck in turn order. Oh no! How much do you want to bet that we're gonna get that terrible Citizen Hammer Anvil card? Bastion. Negation bans. Oh, that's an annoying one. That's fine. Because that. Wounding Slash. Coop Vixent. And then redirect to Legacy. Aw, man. Scholar still discards a card. I guess he's okay with that. Is this boosted? This is boosted. I will redirect from Visionary. I will not redirect from the others. If Stuntman is dealt 5 or more damage in 1 turn, you may destroy this card. When this card is destroyed, draw a card and use a power. Nah, we'll hold on to that. Alright, decoy projection! Go! Activate! Alright, Speedy Sidestep is an ongoing card, but I'm going to leave it in play because I'm not worried about it right now. I am worried about Bugbear. This is next to Stuntman. Ugh. Stop Feral Brunning! Would Grace Under Fire kill you? It will. Alright, you can take the damage. Because even when you regain the hit points, you're dead. Oh man. I want to get Flesh to Iron out, but I can't. But we are safely done with you. Bugbear's gone. That's the hardest part of this fight. Bugbear's in cap. At the start of Bugbear's turn, each villain target regains 1 HP. There are worse effects. Alright, now I kind of feel like we need to get rid of Friction. On the other hand, Friction's end cap involves destroying hero, ongoing, or equipment cards. So maybe I want to get rid of Baron Blade. Baron Blade's end cap. At the start of Baron Blade's villain turn, each hero target deals itself 1 toxic damage. That doesn't work well with Inspiring Presence. But again, I can't actually hit Baron Blade because of negation bans. Best way to deal with negation bans is Stuntman's base power out of turn, I think. So I think I'm going to just go for Friction. That's probably the easier thing to get rid of. Destroy the environment target with the lowest HP. Deal each non-villain target 2 fire. Boosted by 1. So Visionary. Actually, Decoy Projection can take this. This will take out Decoy Projection, but at least Legacy doesn't have to take this for her. Although Legacy at this point is more frail than Visionary. You could take that. We do need HP recovery. Remember that turn that we had Heroic Interception? It was a nice turn. Yeah. This deals each non-hero target 1 projectile damage. When his power is used outside your turn, you may play a card. I mean, base power would do 2 irreducible damage, but this will do 1 damage to multiple things, although many things have a damage reduction, which is tragic. So I think I'm just going to opt for irreducible. Celestial Chamber. There is a trial in place and nothing got played. Each player cannot play more than 1 card per turn. Ugh. Scholar needs to stay alive. He doesn't expect the worst. We can keep him alive. So do I want to just play like Flesh to Iron to guarantee he stays alive? Or do I motivational charge, because then not only do I deal damage, but so does Scholar. How likely is it that Scholar will perish on Friction's turn? Because the only things on Friction's side... that hits the highest, and that doesn't hit him. We should be able to survive. Argentium. So this can redirect safely. Oh boy. How many cards are there? Friction's trash has 8 surge cards. Oh man. Which of these cards do you want to keep? Because you can only keep one of them. This is why I wanted to get rid of Friction, because of Blinding Surge. This is super rough. You have another Mental Divergence, so Mental Divergence can go. I cannot keep all of Fortitude, Lead from the Front, and Motivational Charge. I cannot keep Truth Seeker. Well, yeah, Truth Seeker's gone. Danger Sense can go. Well, no time to bleed. Here, we'll do that first. Did I destroy Inspiring Presence? I think I didn't. I could Usual Solution, or No Time to Bleed. Well, definitely this, because I can play a card. Bearing in mind I can only play one card this turn, but that's not going to matter. It'd be tempting to play the Ongoing Destruction to get rid of Speedy Sidestep, but the problem is that puts an extra surge in your trash and will have you play an extra card. I could just play it and not destroy something. I do have to destroy something. I can destroy an equipment. Or I could destroy an environment. But I can do damage with this. I'll do damage with this. Maybe if I take out friction before this happens. Yeah, and we'll get that going off, and then we can hit friction. And then I will get rid of Paragon of Sentience. Nope, that plays a card. Oh well, we're playing the card. Celestial Executioner, yes! That will target Baron Blade. Then what else? Highbrow. Bearing in mind I can't really hit many things. Hammer and Shield has to go. Mortal Form's gonna go. Oh man, I want to keep all these things, but I think Inspiring Presence has to stay because that's providing a damage increase, and damage increase is kind of required to functionally do well in this game. What cards do you have left? The good news is you cannot destroy ongoing cards. But you will do lots of things. So, I mean, like, we should be able to get rid of friction. All things considered. Do I want to make sure Bastion doesn't come out? I think I want to make sure Bastion doesn't come out. Hey, there's Bastion. Cleansing Flames, deal each non-villain target 1 fire. Deal the hero with the highest. Deal each non-villain 1 fire. Each villain target gains 1. Or just Bastion. Yeah. Ugh. These are all terrible. We have one of each elemental still in my deck, but if I put those all out, I am very unlikely to be able to use all of them. I've discarded 1 card since the end of my last turn, so I'll deal 2 damage increased by 1. So I'll be dealing 3 damage. I think I basically have to get Flesh to Iron out. The thing is, I don't have anything that can heal Scholar right now other than Expect the Worst. I could keep moving on Immortal Form and then play Expect the Worst, because then at the start of my turn I would regain 2 hit points and destroy that card, at which point I could then Flesh to Iron. And that will also save me from Citizen Hammer's damage outright. So I think I'm going to do that. Oh, shoot. I cannot play extra cards. So I'm just going to start with Expect the Worst. Or do I want to start with Flesh to Iron? I think I'm just going to play Flesh to Iron because I cannot play multiple cards. Because in order for Scholar to get set up, he now needs to do it slowly instead of over the course of many turns. I don't think many people are going to survive. I'll be happy if I can just get friction out before we game over. Damage, and then damage, and then you. Oh, you. 2 irreducible to friction, or 1 damage across the board. I think it's again irreducible, especially because if I try to damage Baron Blade, he regains the hit points. Dramatic cliffhanger. Paragon of Sentience. We'll just put that on Legacy. And Found Wanting we'll put on Friction. Hopefully we'll destroy Friction before we need to use it, at which point we'll play an extra environment card. Yay! Okay. This will kill Legacy, so we'll avoid that. Who's considered to have the highest? Scholar. Scholar. Alright, Flesh to Iron is already paid off in spades. Scholar. Is there a card play that can save us? Not particularly. We will move an environment card. I will move Paragon of Sentience. Oh my gosh, Takedown. I want to play that card. Speedy Sidestep number 2. Scholar. Supersonic Streak. 2 lightning damage each, which is everyone. So actually Visionary's gone, but Scholar's alive. I mean, as long as Scholar can keep Flesh to Iron going, we should be okay for the most part. Alright, 1 target deals itself 1 psychic. Each player may discard a card. Any player that does draws 2 cards. Select a damage type until the start of your next turn. Increase all damage of that type by 1. I don't think we really have any exciting self-damages that we can exploit. I'm looking at Scholar's hand, and I keep thinking there's something better I would like to have, so I'm going to have card discards. As fun as Takedown would be, I cannot survive to play it. And as fun as 3 mortal forms would be, I don't have a reason to have multiple mortal forms. And yeah, we'll keep that one. I can put out double Flesh to Irons. I can Grace Under Fire. That will take out someone. I've beaten Ultimate Iron Legacy. That was actually one of the better Ultimate matches we had, honestly. Okay. 17 non-hero cards in play. Means I can almost take out, like, Citizen Anvil. It would be super overkill to use that on Friction now. Especially because Celestial Executioner is going to go after her. So yeah, I'm definitely Grace Under Firing. If I get rid of Anvil, we lose the damage reduction on Anvil. We do not have Bastion. Hopefully Bastion doesn't come out. Hammer and Shield reduces damage to Anvil, and Anvil deals damage. So when Anvil is gone, then everything on this side of things. The first time Anvil is dealt damage, Citizen Hammer deals the source of that damage to fire damager. Well, we can take out Anvil. I'm going to take out Anvil. It's a bit risky though, but... Oh jeez, it's super risky. Oh man, can Sculler survive at 1 HP? We have to make something happen. Anvil needs to go out first, right? Because Hammer's incap revives Anvil? Or revives Hammer or something. Pistole Mitralua is destroyed. Legacy's destroyed. We have one hero! We have one hero left at 1 HP. Can we do it? One player may play a card. Oh, you know what I can play? I'm gonna expect the worst. All right, we're alive. That's the important thing. Celestial Executioner number 2. Go cards from the top of the villain deck until something comes out. No damage. No damage. No damage. Oh my gosh. Can we do this? My power is gonna do 1 damage. Because I don't have Inspiring Presence anymore. Oh boy. I'm gonna draw a card. Get out of the way! Zero. Oh my gosh. 0. And then 0. That would have been super lethal if I didn't draw the perfect card. Or no, I played that on Stuntman's turn, I think. Fire? Do I want to increase fire damage? No, that's risky with Anvil. Or Hammer, rather. Deal itself 1 psychic. Each player may discard a card. Actually, I could just have Hammer deal himself damage. He has a damage boost. Cover fire reduces it. Oh well, he took damage. That's the important thing. He'll regain it back. So I don't want to do that, actually. Discard a card to draw 2 cards. Yes. I have another Race Under Fire. Okay, there's options here that are interesting. Race Under Fire might take out Anvil. Or, sorry, Hammer. I'm dumb. Race Under Fire will do 18 damage. He does have a damage reduction because of Hammer and Shield. No, why would he have a damage reduction to Hammer and Shield? What's providing the damage reduction here? Oh, right. Cover fire. I'm definitely going to discard something. I really want to have Mortal Form the energy, but I can't play multiple cards, so it's not helping me. Grace Under Fire takes out Hammer, and then I could have Scholar play Get Out of the Way on Stuntman's turn. The unfortunate thing is that there aren't too many things that don't have damage reduction, so I'm not going to regain as many hit points as I would like. But I definitely need to get rid of Hammer, like, right now. Right now. Yay! We took out Hammer and Anvil! That wasn't the one I expected to take out next, but it just happened. I've discarded 2 cards, deal myself 2+1 to deal something 3 damage. That'll be reduced to 2. What's happening over here? Increased fire damage dealt to non-villain targets by 1. At the start of Citizen Hammer and Anvil's turn, the villain target with the lowest HP regains 2 hit points. Which, if I hit friction, it will be friction. And they'll regain 2 hit points, which is basically the amount of damage I would do. So that's kind of not good. So I'm just not going to do this power then. Proverbs and Axioms. Yeah, because like Scholar is the only hero that can kind of stay alive when he's like the last thing remaining. Which is why this is okay. I will definitely hit the Celestial Executioners with this. I will hit Highbrow with this. I will not hit Devices. I will hit Revenant, the Hippo, Omniblade, Argentium. Yeah, so maybe this will be fine. The Citizen Hammer's boosting that. Okay. Well, he's in double digits now. And we have 3 Celestial Executioners. One of them will be able to damage Baron Blade. Or 2 of them will damage Baron Blade. Alright. Offensive Transmutation on Baron Blade, I think, is what I wish to do. Oh, but I can't deal damage. Because you have negation bans. Urgh. Oh, and Celestial Executioner is going to get destroyed here. We're alive. Draw a card, green 2. Get out of the way! Play a top card of each villain deck in turn order. That's actually a bit scary. If she destroys an ongoing card, she will destroy Fleshed Iron. Pirate Savvy, hello! Welcome to the Summer of Ultimates match against 4 team villains who have not treated us kindly, but we're still alive. Okay, yeah, let's have another Impulsion Beam. And then this... We still don't know if she's going to destroy an ongoing card. She's destroying an ongoing card! Woo! Did I discard Keep Moving? Because I sure hope I didn't discard Keep Moving. I did not discard Keep Moving. That was the backup plan. So we still have 1 copy of Fleshed Iron. No, we don't! We discarded them all. No, it's over! Oh well. Alright, here's what's gonna happen. Increase fire damage. Friction doesn't have a damage boost to herself. But yeah, we only have one elemental card. That elemental card is solid to liquid. That's kind of tragic. But we can actually still not take off friction. But I can do extra damage because it's fire to things. I mean, the Tribunal AIs will take out friction. So I have that going for me, which is nice. One of the Celestial Executioners will take out friction because there's only the one. I've discarded one card. I don't need to take out friction, and none of those other things. Because Highbrow is on friction's end. So, like, there's nothing I can really hit that would make sense. I have Proverbs and Axioms. The villain with the lowest regains 2. Highbrow has the lowest, fun fact. Alright, play a card, destroy an environment target. One hero target may deal one target, one projectile damage. Proverbs and Axioms, I think. Bring what you need. Is at least something that lets me cycle through my deck faster. Oh hey, we're putting a card into play. Yay! One of these will hit Baron Blade. And we're getting an extra card play, Celestial Adjudicator. We put that on the bottom of the deck a long time ago. Paragon of Sentience. I'm not really happy with that one. And another Celestial Execution. Play the top card of each villain deck other than Baron Blades. Well, Baron Blades the only one, so... Alright, at this point, we absolutely need to get rid of negation bans. Unfortunately, I'm discarding a card because Baron Blade is a meanie. But if I can destroy negation bans, then Baron Blade will take damage from the Tribunal AIs. We also have too many environment cards in play that are damaging Scholar, who is sad right now, so... Well, it doesn't make sense to play Bring What You Need because friction will destroy it. It doesn't make sense to use a power because I've discarded one card. Since the end of my turn, I'll deal 2 damage to something. Baron Blade can't take it. I can't damage it to negation bans. Those are the only 2 things that matter right now. So I'm going to draw a card. I'll get Bring What You Need. Okay, fantastic. No cards to destroy. If we have another expect the worst, I might be able to pull this off. I don't. Yeah, it's doubtful I'm to pull this off at this point. Deal yourself 1 psychic, increase all damage to the type by 1. No, we're gonna discard a card. No when to hold fast. No when to hold fast. We are actually expecting the worst. The problem is, Scholar is on trial, and we have 3 Celestial Executioners that are going to deal him 3 damage each. But furthermore, Baron Blade is going to deal him 3 damage on his turn. So... Oh, don't dismiss anything. I would have loved to have had that a second ago. Get out of the way actually is fine. That's probably the best play that I can do on Scholar's turn. Negation bans is lowest because you're at full. Alright. Play a card, destroy an environment target. That would be exciting, except for the fact that Celestial Chamber will bring it back into play. One hero target may deal one target one projectile damage. We shall play Get Out of the Way. I want to play Don't Dismiss Anything, but I can't because... like, this would be the way to bring back any card, like Expect the Worst or Flesh to Iron. But the problem is I don't have another play. So I'm going to get out of the way because that's the most HP I can regain. I mean, there might be a chance as long as I don't get dealt too much damage. I think there's just too much damage going on to be able to survive, though. So I'm going to be dealt 9 damage this turn. 12 damage, just kidding. The good news is Baron Blade will be dealt 9 damage. Oh, and we also have a representative that actually played we have another target out there. Yay! Oh man. This is the start of turn. Which means we're also gonna get Paragon of which isn't actually gonna give me oh man, now I want Call to Judgment, because that would give me something I can actually utilize. Oh, man. Alright, chat. You decide. I'll give it to you. You guys can decide who will be the representative, because I don't know. Because there's like... I don't know. I don't think it's going to matter, which is why I'm giving you the option. The only one I would recommend is probably not Legacy, because that's Baron Blade's nemesis, or anything that's... like, Omniblade is Omnitron-X's nemesis, Citizen Slash is Expatriate's nemesis, Empyrean is Captain Cosmic's nemesis. They aren't active in the game, but they will have a damage boost. Yeah, Requital Cosmic would be exciting. Actually, I think that's fine because it puts them into play, which bypasses Impulsion Beam. I would do Omnitron-X, except there are no Flesh to Irons in my deck. Everyone says Requital Cosmic, so we'll do Requital Captain Cosmic. Who is immediately dealt damage by the Celestial Executioner. And immediately dealt damage by the Celestial Executioner. Zhulong. The Earth is sentenced to destruction. I mean, I think we have defeated the villains because there's no more Earth for them to conquer. So we have successfully defeated the villains. Before I do this, I'm actually going to... we'll call it an intro. I'm going to do my outro here, and then I'm just going to leave the final screen as full screen so that you guys can enjoy it, because you don't normally get to see this, because normally when you see the representative of the Earth, you find ways to avoid them from being taken out, unless everything's outside of your control. But... thank you for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this stream. I enjoyed it myself. Being off for a week, it's a relaxing to be away from your usual routine of things, but I did miss it, and I'm glad to be back, and I'm glad that we managed to pull off a victory against the ultimate Akash'Bhuta. Unfortunately, we haven't been able to score another team villain win, but this one actually was really darn close. And Scholar's one of the best heroes to try to do that come from behind victory. But the biggest problem that we faced was the darn negation bands stopping us from damaging Baron Blade, and the -2 on devices makes it really problematic. So if I were to try to face Ultimate Baron Blade again, I would probably try to pull in someone who can do irreducible damage at will. Or maybe a hero that is capable of making all damage irreducible. Like Parse or GI Bunker. But anyway, we'll certainly come back next week to some more Ultimate matches as we continue the Summer of Ultimates. Summer is not over, despite how some people insist it is. It doesn't end until at least September 20th or 21st. So technically it is still summer, and even if we don't go beyond, we will continue the Summer of Ultimates. We might rebound at the Fall of Ultimates, but we will continue until every gosh darn Ultimate has been defeated. But in any case, that will be happening Fridays at 6 p.m. from this point forward. We are not changing the schedule until I need to, because I can't make Fridays at 6, because I think this is a time slot that works. If it doesn't work for you and you really want to participate in a live stream, feel free to bug Handelabra Games or myself, because either one or the other will inform the other, and we'll be able to make a schedule change as long as it benefits most or all of the current viewers. But if you're watching this on YouTube, I mean, I would love for you to take part, but at least you're watching on YouTube. Any support, whether it's live or post video, is totally awesome. Other streams that happen on the Handelabra Games channel include On Deck every Monday at 7 p.m. PM? That sounds like a weird way of saying PM. Every 7 p.m. with Pirate Savvy and her brother Dover. They are an excellent brother-sister duo who serve to learn Sentinels of the Multiverse as they go along, and just their interactions with each other are cute and adoring. And Pirate Savvy is totally adorable. The few streams I've seen of her, it's just, I love... I started saying I like, and I changed it to love, and it turned into I live. I live her! No, I like Pirate Savvy. She's really cute. In a... in a completely platonic way, of course. Those of you who would know me would understand why it would be platonic. But anyway, every Monday at 7 p.m., Pirate Savvy with On Deck and also Dover. On Tuesday, there's Sentinels Live with Jeremy and John, two of the developers and two of the members of Handelabra who serve to preview content before it's made publicly available. They've been showing off the Void Guard. If you've missed the past two streams, you should certainly check them out. You should check out last week's stream, because I was on there guest starring because of Agents of Stream. But they're showing off the Void Guard right now, and hopefully that will be released soon enough now that Oblivion is out and about. And I will be getting that next Wednesday, so I'll have Oblivion. Finally, woohoo! Every Friday is Dolphin's Dive with yours truly. If you've watched the stream, you certainly know what it's about. If you just tuned in or you're not sure for whatever reason, it's a strategy stream. We discuss all sorts of strategy. We focus more on how cards interact with each other and ways to get out of terrible situations, like what happens if Scholar is the last hero remaining, or what is the best representative to pull out for representative of Earth. Who knows? So there's that. Every Sunday is Tales from the Archive with Zach, also known as Another Letdown. And he does tale-telling, storytelling Sentinels, where he focuses a little bit more on the lore of the game and just, the general flavor of each character, and playing cards not necessarily for strategy, but because it makes more lore sense for a character to maybe pull out the harp because they want to play the harp right now or something. I don't know. I think that's all I have to say, other than be sure to get the game digitally if you haven't already. Get Bottom of the Ninth and or One Deck Dungeon. Those are both amazing games. They are also made by Handelabra. You can support the developers in any way possible, or get the games physically through Greater Than Games. This is a great game. I think everyone who watches knows that, but I should say that. All right, let us sentence the Earth to destruction, but first let me put this full screen. I don't know, actually, let me do this way so you don't actually see it. Because I thought I had another source that would do this. Where is it? It's not on this source, but if I add it here... Hold on, folks. It's not on here. Where is it? Oh, it's game capture. That's why. Okay. The Earth has been sentenced to destruction. What does that entail?